The launch of the Tesla Semi in 2026 represents much more than the arrival of a new truck on the market. It's a historic milestone that could redefine the course of the heavy-duty transportation industry worldwide. Since its initial presentation, the project has been seen as bold. But now, with the start of mass production, it's clear that Tesla aims not only to compete with diesel trucks, but to replace them definitively. The Semi will be produced in one of the largest industrial structures Tesla has ever built, the Gigafactory in Nevada. With a projected capacity to produce 50,000 units per year, the facility will be the heart of the electric revolution in freight transportation. This impressive production capacity positions the company not only to serve niche markets, but also to massively penetrate a sector that has traditionally been dominated by fossil fuel vehicles. The Tesla Semi shouldn't be seen simply as an electric truck. It incorporates concepts of sustainability, connectivity, and automation that completely change the way road transport operates. The promise of reducing fuel and maintenance costs, while offering greater safety and comfort to drivers, makes the vehicle a symbol of efficiency and energy transition in the logistics sector. The Nevada Gigafactory also plays a central role in Tesla's plan. Designed with state-of-the-art automation systems and highly optimized manufacturing processes, it aims to prove that it's possible to combine mass production with high quality. This balance is crucial for the Tesla Semi to compete directly with diesel trucks, which have decades of refinement and dominate the market for their robustness and reliability. Another key aspect of this revolution is the charging network that accompanies the project. Tesla is developing a network of megachargers strategically positioned along major highways in the United States. These devices will have a power output of up to 2 megawatts, a first for the automotive industry, allowing large trucks to be charged quickly and efficiently without compromising companies' logistics operations. This fast charging system solves one of the biggest challenges facing electrification in heavy-duty transportation: recharge time. Until now, electric trucks were considered unviable on long-haul routes precisely because of the difficulty of recharging their batteries within the timeframes compatible with the transportation routine. By leveraging this robust network, the Tesla Semi promises to eliminate this limitation and pave the way for long trips without compromising productivity. Beyond speed, the charger network has another strategic function: integration with a smart energy ecosystem. Trucks will be able to not only consume energy, but also store and redistribute it when needed. This means that a fleet of Tesla Semis could function as an extension of the power grid, providing energy support to logistics centers and even helping to balance consumption during peak hours. This energy interaction capability is revolutionary because it transforms trucks into multifunctional assets. They not only transport cargo but also participate in energy value generation, creating new revenue opportunities for companies operating large fleets. This concept aligns with Tesla's broader vision of integrating vehicles, infrastructure, and energy into a single ecosystem. From an economic perspective, the Tesla Semi represents a significant shift. The cost per mile driven will be less than a third of that of diesel trucks. Furthermore, maintenance is much simpler, as electric motors have fewer moving parts and suffer less wear. This gives companies financial predictability and dramatically reduces long-term operating costs. Another economic impact factor is the possibility of generating revenue through carbon credits. In a scenario where governments and markets increasingly value sustainable practices, companies that adopt the Tesla Semi will be able to trade these credits, transforming emissions reductions into additional profit. This makes the truck not only a transportation solution, but also a tool for business competitiveness. The impact on drivers' lives is also a key factor. The Tesla Semi's cabin is designed for comfort and ergonomics on long journeys. The interior is quiet, reducing stress caused by the constant noise of diesel engines. Furthermore, the centralized driver's seat design provides greater visibility and safety, while advanced assistance systems make driving easier and less tiring. This concern for driver well-being can have a direct impact on employee retention in a sector suffering from a labor shortage. By offering a more comfortable and technologically advanced vehicle, Tesla can help carriers attract new drivers and reduce turnover, one of the major problems in modern logistics. Another innovative aspect is the use of convoy technology, known as platooning. With this feature, multiple trucks can travel in formation, electronically connected, reducing aerodynamic drag and saving up to 25% energy. This multiplies efficiency gains and allows companies to organize their fleets in a more coordinated and sustainable manner. This technological integration is only possible thanks to Tesla's advanced software system. The Semi will be constantly connected to the network, receiving over-the-air updates that add performance, safety, and efficiency improvements without the need for workshop visits. This continuous evolution model transforms the truck into a product that appreciates in value over time, rather than depreciating quickly. In the environmental arena, the Tesla Semi positions itself as a direct response to the urgent need to reduce greenhouse gas emissions in the transportation sector. Diesel trucks are responsible for a significant portion of global emissions, and their replacement by electric vehicles represents a crucial step in the fight against climate change. Large-scale electrification of heavy-duty transportation can have an environmental impact as significant as the adoption of electric passenger cars. The positive environmental impact isn't limited to direct emissions reductions. Tesla's network of megachargers will be powered largely by clean energy, such as solar and wind. This ensures that the electrification of heavy-duty transportation not only shifts emissions from one point to another, but actually contributes to decarbonization on a global scale. Every trip made by a Tesla Semi now represents a step toward a more sustainable logistics sector. Transport companies that adopt the Tesla Semi will also gain significant competitive advantages in the market. Lower operating costs allow them to offer more attractive prices to end customers, while adopting sustainable technologies improves their corporate image. In a world where consumers value responsible environmental practices, operating electric trucks can be a powerful marketing differentiator. Tesla itself is betting on this domino effect to accelerate the transition. By making the Semi viable in terms of cost and infrastructure, the company creates incentives for major logistics players to place massive orders. Once market leaders adopt the vehicle, competitors are likely to follow suit, creating a cycle of mass adoption that could redefine the entire transportation industry. This movement has already begun to be observed. Several international companies have announced pre-orders for the Tesla Semi, confident in the promised benefits. For many of them, this is a strategic investment for the future, as it guarantees early access to a technology that could become the new global standard in freight logistics. The confidence placed in the project reinforces Tesla's position as a protagonist in this transformation. The Nevada Gigafactory, in addition to its massive production capacity, will also be a hub for continuous innovation. Tesla plans to use the factory as a living laboratory, where design improvements, more efficient batteries, and faster production processes will be constantly implemented. This means that trucks produced in 2026 could already be different from those rolling off the production line in 2027, evolving rapidly based on feedback and technological advances. The Semi should also benefit from Tesla's battery ecosystem, particularly the 4680 cells, designed to offer higher energy density and lower production costs. With this technology, the trucks will have superior range, the ability to carry large loads without compromising efficiency, and extended battery life. This reinforces the idea that the Semi is not just a product, but part of an integrated technology architecture. Another distinguishing feature is durability. Electric motors and high-performance batteries are designed to withstand hundreds of thousands of kilometers without the need for major maintenance. This contrasts sharply with combustion engines, which require frequent overhauls, oil changes, and replacement of worn parts. For companies that depend on the reliability of their fleets, this factor represents substantial savings and less downtime. Additionally, Tesla has invested in active and passive safety for the Semi. The truck will feature advanced automatic braking, stability control, blind spot monitoring, and driver assistance systems. These features drastically reduce the risk of accidents, protecting not only drivers but also the cargo being transported and other road users. The cabin design also stands out for its modernity. By adopting a central driver position, Tesla creates a more balanced and safe driving experience, while also offering ample and comfortable space. This solution breaks away from the traditional truck standard and demonstrates the company's willingness to rethink even the most established details of the industry. For long journeys, the cabin interior was designed to offer superior ergonomics. The combination of silence, intelligent climate control systems, and adjustable seats helps reduce fatigue. In an industry where drivers often face exhausting workdays, This change can have a direct positive impact on the health and quality of life of workers. Connectivity is another key pillar of the Tesla Semi. The trucks will be fully integrated with the Tesla cloud, enabling real-time monitoring of performance, routes, energy consumption, and technical diagnostics. This data transparency offers companies an unprecedented level of control over their operations, enabling constant optimization and greater cost predictability. For drivers, this connectivity translates into greater support while driving. Intelligent assistance systems can adjust routes in real time to avoid traffic jams, indicate available charging points, and even predict technical failures before they occur. This preventive approach increases safety and reduces delays, making the entire operation more reliable. From a strategic perspective, the introduction of the Tesla Semi also strengthens Tesla's role as an energy company, not just a vehicle company. By creating an ecosystem that integrates trucks, stationary batteries, solar panels, and a smart grid, the company is building an infrastructure that goes beyond transportation, reaching the heart of the global energy matrix. This reinforces Elon Musk's vision of transforming Tesla into a systemic change agent. The company aims not just to sell trucks, but to redesign the way energy and transportation connect. This kind of long-term vision is what sets Tesla apart from its competitors and explains why the Semi is attracting so much attention, even before its official launch in 2026. The impact of this transformation can also be felt in adjacent sectors, such as insurance, logistics, and road infrastructure. Safer and more efficient trucks can reduce policy costs, alter the design of transportation contracts, and even influence public policies regarding investment in roads and energy. The Semi, therefore, acts as a catalyst for change that goes far beyond its primary function. The fossil fuel sector is also likely to feel the effects of the Tesla Semi's massive entry into the market. The large-scale reduction in diesel consumption will directly impact refineries, distributors, and gas stations. While this transition may be challenging, it is part of an inevitable movement toward electrification, driven by both environmental pressures and economic advantages. This structural shift raises discussions about workforce adaptation. Professionals specializing in combustion engines will need to retrain to work with electric vehicles and digital systems. On the other hand, new opportunities will emerge in battery maintenance, software, and charging infrastructure. Thus, Semi not only redefines products but also transforms careers and job markets. In the long term, the Tesla Semi could become a global benchmark for countries beyond the United States. As charging infrastructure expands and production costs fall, it will be viable to export the model to Europe, Asia, and Latin America. In regions where truck dependence is high, mass electrification could represent a significant leap forward in sustainability and efficiency. In Brazil, for example, where road transport accounts for a large portion of national logistics, the arrival of electric trucks could reduce dependence on imported fossil fuels and improve air quality in large cities. Although charging infrastructure is still limited, the American example can serve as a guide for strategic investments in the future. Tesla knows its bet is ambitious, but it's confident that the combination of technology, production scale, and a supportive ecosystem will be enough to break through resistance. Transportation companies are traditionally conservative when it comes to adopting new technologies, but the Semi offers such clear benefits that the transition seems more a matter of time than choice. Another factor that could accelerate this shift is government regulation. Many countries are already setting emissions reduction targets in the transportation sector. Tax incentives, subsidies, and penalties for polluters could make the Tesla Semi even more attractive, creating an environment where opting for diesel trucks becomes economically disadvantageous. At the same time, the Semi also strengthens Tesla's position as an innovative company among investors, demonstrating that it's possible to scale the electrification of heavy-duty transportation reinforces confidence in the company's expansion plans, increasing its market value and enabling new investments in research and development. In the field of innovation, the role of artificial intelligence cannot be ignored. The Tesla Semi will be equipped with autonomous driving systems that, while still dependent on human supervision, tend to evolve rapidly. Within a few years, it may be possible to operate fully autonomous convoys, reducing labor costs and increasing transportation efficiency on specific routes. This scenario paves the way for a future where freight transportation becomes almost entirely automated, coordinated by smart grids that autonomously optimize routes, energy consumption, and maintenance. While this poses social challenges such as the replacement of part of the human workforce, it also offers enormous efficiency and safety gains for the sector.